Hey lighting fanatics, today I have just a quick little video of this cute little GE 7.5 watt incandescent nightlight bulb. This is obviously a pretty old bulb, judging by the etch there. I'm not sure exactly how old this would be though, so if any of you happen to know, feel free to leave a comment down below. It'd be highly appreciated. If I had to guess, this is probably from the 1950s to the 1970s sometime, but that's only a guess. These kinds of bulbs are used in certain nightlights and also certain signs, and I believe they're also used in some older appliances or whatnot. And this particular one is a white colored bulb, or soft white, whatever you want to call it. I believe these nightlight bulbs were usually called white instead of soft white. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is between the two coatings, or maybe they're exactly the same, I don't know. But this is a white bulb, as you can tell. So go ahead and take a closer look at it here. Here is our base, it has a black ceramic insulator, or glass, or whatever it is. Here is our actual glass itself. This is an S11 shaped bulb, so sign bulb. It's just a cute little ball there. You can see just how small it is there compared to my hand. And here's our etch. Very simple. Just says GE 7.5 watt, 115 through 125 volts, and the two little stars there. We'll go ahead and grab our socket from over here. And I also have the dimmer hooked up. And we'll go ahead and screw this bulb in real quick. Just like that. And I'll be right back after turning off the lights. Alright, I am back and it is time to turn on this cute little bulb. Now before you turn this on, be sure to take a close look at what happens when we turn it on, because it is pretty interesting. So, we'll go ahead and turn it on in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Now as I move it up and down here, you may start to see something that is extremely interesting with this bulb. Can you tell what it is? It's a flicker band. You can see the little black flicker band down there. Now yes, these incandescent bulbs do flicker, just like fluorescent bulbs do. But the difference is that cameras can pick up fluorescent bulbs flickering as long as they're on a magnetic ballast, but they cannot usually pick up an incandescent bulb unless you do some weird stuff with the frame rate. But here you can see the flicker bands just fine. I was pretty surprised by this when I first saw it here on my camera. I don't know if there's something odd about the coating or something that allows this to happen, but I don't think I've seen this with any other incandescent bulb in my collection before. This is very, very peculiar. Not unless I've done weird things with the frame rate. Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and take the bulb up here and see just how bright it is. Now, of course, she's pretty dim, but she's supposed to be dim because she is just a nightlight bulb, only 7.5 watts. There's also a very yellow tint to the light. Of course, that is to be expected for such a low wattage, as the lower the wattage an incandescent bulb, the lower the color temperature. We'll go ahead and come over here, where we have some colorful things to look at. And I would say the color rendering is not quite as good as normal for an incandescent bulb. Now, of course, this bulb is emitting a yellower light than normal as well, so it could just be a function of that. In fact, I'm sure it is, because it's not like you can get different grades of incandescent bulbs with different levels of color rendering. Here you have some more stuff to look at, including some stuff with color. You can see just how well the bulb illuminates the area and how good the color rendering is. And we'll come back here and dim our bulb. Now if it already wasn't dim enough, it is dim now. This is barely emitting any light at all. You can see, just barely in person, not even visible on camera. So go ahead and bring it up to about 50% here. And it is still a very orangish color compared to the yellowish tint from before, but it is a little bit brighter. And finally back up to 100%. And it is sure a lot brighter. Well, we'll go ahead and come back down here and turn off the bulb. And I'll be right back after turning the lights back on. Alright, I am back and it is time to unscrew this bulb. There we go. And we'll go ahead and take one last look at it. Here's our etch. Very nice old etch. Very simple. There's our glass envelope. And our base. One thing I like about this bulb is how well it sits on the desk here. If you get in the right spot, this weird little indent in the base will keep it from rolling away. Just what I need. Well, there you have it. The cute little vintage GE 7.5 watt S11 incandescent nightlight bulb. Well, if you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to leave a like down below, feel free to leave a comment, and if you want to see more cool lighting videos in the future, be sure to subscribe. See you next time.